Also, while you guys are in the room, you notice big boiling cauldrons to the south. That looks like they were performing some sort of experiment.
Can I smash the cauldrons?
Do you want to smash the cauldrons over? They appear to have some green liquid in them.
I think we should. Because generally whatever Morgan does, it's evil and bad.
Alright, how do you want to smash them? Because this could go badly.
Yeah, you see me backing up as I see him attempting to eyeball these cauldrons.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna actually go back here. How much does this chest weigh?
The chest full of golden stuff?
Oh wait, that still has all that stuff in it, that's right.
Yeah, actually I think it's technically in the bag of holding now.
Yeah, I thought that was in the bag of holding. So the chest is empty then?
Oh no, the chest is in the bag of holding. There's no
right.
chest.
It still has all the
Right.
items that we didn't hand out, plus the money.
Alright, can I throw my regular warhammer at it?
Before he acts like a fucking retard, can I use my poisoner's kit to check what it is?
Yeah, you can use your poisonous check. Check what it is.
Look, Quaid, I'm a simple-minded man. I
Alright,
see
so
something evil, I smash that evil.
you go about taking your vials and checking it and experimenting with it a little bit, and you bring up the notes on it. It is black brain stew. It is literally zombie brains, glitch bloom, and swamp water.
That sounds
Do I know the effects of it?
If a human drinks it, it's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
What if it gets splashed on them?
It wouldn't affect him if splashed on it, but if splashed on an undead, it will act as a healing potion.
I kind of want to make Vex drink it just to see if it affects him.
You think I'm undead?
No, we don't know what you are. So if you die from the poison, we know you at least were human.
Well, at this point, what just happened after we killed her, I don't even know what I am.
Fair point. Adric hasn't detected that yet, but I have a feeling I might need to hit you with the hammer soon.
Yeah, well, if you haven't detected evil, you might want to hold off on that.
I'm gonna wait for now, but you might be getting smashed with the hammer here soon.
So yeah, if ingested or drank or maybe injected, it would do very bad things to any mortal humanoid.
Cameron, remember, you got 2 shot by fireball.
Hey, shut up, Jay.
Hey, can I put it in like 3 or 4 vials?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll let you get some, and then I'm gonna smash the cauldrons.
Okay, well, I want to collect like as much of it as I can, or as much as you're willing to let me collect.
I think your kit technically comes with 3 vials or 5 vials.
I don't know.
So yeah, you can go ahead and put down 3 vials of black brain soup.
Okay.
Blood greens.
Right. So he goes about collecting those. What would you guys like to do with the big vats now?
Now can I smash them?
I douse my sword in it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Your sword now heals undead and will do extra damage to mortals.
You proud of yourself now, Quaid?
Yes, because that means I can throw spears at the undead and slash mortals.
And I can charge the undead and smash them with my holy hammer that does, like, that has advantage against undead now.
I want to see the reaction with my hammer.
That's actually a good choice.
What was that?
I want to see the reaction
See the,
with my hammer.
You see the reaction with you? Sorry, I'm not getting what you want to do, Jay.
He wants to put his hammer into it and see what happens.
Oh,
Hold it over. I don't trust it to dip it in there.
so you're not. You're just holding. You're holding Doomhammer over that.
For now.
Nothing happens when you hold Doomhammer over a vat of.
I want to slightly Poke
Just
it in
stick
there.
the tip in.
Yeah, just the tip, yeah.
Okay. It now has a bit of green sludge on it. Which is what his sword has all over it right now. A thin sheen of like greenish slime.
I'm not gonna dip my hammer in it because that's undead stuff, and I don't mess with that.
Probably a good idea not to.
But I wish that I wasn't playing as such a lawful good character, otherwise I'd be smashing my hammer off of Jay's real quick.
You know what happens, most likely.
Well, yeah, but I want to prove it.
Let's do it.
I can't, Jay. The Adric isn't gonna do that as a character.
Then I'll hit yours.
I will murder you if you break this hammer. Don't test me, boy.
Correction, the hammer will break you.
Alright, well, what do you guys want to do in the cave then? Because I'm ready to head out.
Well, with this insight that I got from Morrigan, am I able to glean any knowledge she may have had of this cave or of any hidden areas or anything? Was I given any sort of transference of knowledge?
About the cave in general,
Yeah, particularly this room or any rooms that she spent a lot of time in. Maybe any insight on any dealings that she's had with the people of the town? Somebody that might be implicated that we haven't yet to know?
I was gonna say, you can tell that she's been talking with some kind of greater evil that is probably has some sort of aspect in this cave. You can also tell that she's been doing research down here for a long time. But it all kind of runs together because she's been down here for 30 years. I think it is.
Now these tracks right here, do these lead to anywhere?
Which tracks?
Pinging
okay.
inside of her room there.
They might.
Okay, I'd like to search the area to see if I can find anything that might lead somewhere.
Alright, as you guys travel, or as you look down the tunnel, you see that there's a lot of rocks caved in. Oh, shoot.
Could I roll a check to see if I can maybe push some of those out of the way safely?
They're not quite blocking the path, but they're like... when they collapse down, they covered up the wooden slats, and they're just like piled. You guys can climb over them.
Alright. Well, you guys want to go investigate that then?
Okay, well I do want to inform the party that I do detect that there has been a greater evil here beyond Morrigan.
Alright. Quaid and Jay, how much health are each of you missing?
I'm at 35.
Alright, how much do you need back?
I don't know.
Looks like he's missing about 20 health there.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. No.
19, quick maths.
Alright, well come here and I'll use I'll use lay on hands on you and you can get that 19 back.
By the way, Quaid, quick question for you. When you were guarding the entrance, when the horde of goblins ran outside, what did you do to them? Because these guys convinced them to walk out, and that would have led them directly into you.
Let's just say Goblin's arms ended in goblin orifices.
Fair enough.
I didn't know those were goblins, I thought they were just regular mercs.
No, you guys convinced a group of goblins and I think
Yeah.
a hobgoblin to leave early on,
That was the first action Jakarta did, his little Goblin King staff.
which
Oh,
led
yeah.
Corman to come check on you guys, and which is where he is now.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my lay on hands on Quaid and heal him for 19 health real quick, and then use the other 6 on Jay after I move to him.
Somebody playing with a Zippo.
Sorry, that's me. It's a little worrying that you can identify that sound over the Discord, though.
Well, I am 30 years old, so I've heard a few things.
Fair enough. I don't even smoke. I just have it. Alright, well, I'm gonna move to Quaid. Fix your health now. You should be at max. And Jay, I'm gonna use it on you too and give you the last 6 that I have.
So Jay gains 6.
And Quaid should be back to max.
Yeah, I'll put in 6 here. And Quaid, how much did you heal Quaid for?
I healed Quaid for 19 health.
There you go. And Vex, you're looking down the cave. Do you go past the rocks?
Yeah, I'll climb up and just kind of gaze over and see what I see ahead.
Alright, well, now that I'm done healing Jay, I'm actually gonna go back out here. And I'm gonna follow Vex for now.
Here, follow Vex. Okay, as you guys go through this narrow tunnel with the collapsed sides, I don't know if it opens up. Okay. You come to the end of the tunnel, and it looks like it's collapsed, but it looks like it's still very unstable.
Alright, as a dwarf, could I roll any kind of check to see if it's even safe to be in this tunnel right now?
Sure.
Alright.
I'm going to say, as a dwarf, you know this tunnel is you don't even have to roll. You know this tunnel's not safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Vex that we should get out of here, because I can just tell enough to know that it's not safe to be here.
Yeah, it looks like a
Tunnel's
dead
like
end
these
here.
collapsed.
Yeah, let's leave before we get crushed. He just zooms away.
Yeah.
Just zoom! And that's the difference of speed between whatever Vex is and a dwarf.
I blinked.
Alright, well there was another pathway down to the right up here that we
Yep.
could have gone through.
Also, I would like to stand in front of this barbarian again and see if I notice anything different now.
Hmm?
The barbarian in the cage,
Oh, the one far north above you guys?
as we were heading back, yeah. But we still got to deal with her boy toy, who's hogtied.
You want me to just hit him with my hammer real quick?
I mean, we could bring him back and for questioning. Let the
That'd actually probably be a good idea, because he might know, so...
let.
Can we just
what's his
stick
name?
him in the bag of holding?
Let me use intimidation.
Yeah, hold on, can I... Oh wait, we're in a cave. It's too small. Never mind. I was gonna say, can I summon my bear to try and add to my intimidation stat? Just because... I don't know whether that actually works like that, but I don't know. I feel like that'd be pretty intimidating.
I mean, it would be if you have a bear backing you up. But right now, you don't have your bear and
Yeah, I know.
If
I'm
we
not-
put,
he looks pretty freaked out, honestly.
we're gonna have
Yeah.
to carry him because if we put him in the bag, he'll suffocate.
Oh right, there's no air in that thing. I keep forgetting about that.
Well, whoever wants to carry him, just don't smash him on the way out.
I'll have them up and carry him
I
with
can
me.
pick him up.
Was that
Yeah, you know-
quick? Foreman?
Yeah, Quaid can pick him up and still have full range of attack.
Yeah.
I can't do two-handed strikes from holding him.
Alright, so Quaid picks up the cultist who's currently bound, gagged, and looks quite terrified. Vex, what are you doing?
Exploring.
You're exploring, you found a couple dead bodies. That looks like their throats were slashed.
Oh. Let's just continue on, I guess. Did we even explore that room that was up here, though?
No, but you have a bunch of guards blocking the path as you walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Vex, you remember that fireball you used on me?
Yeah.
Who
about
goes
that.
there?
Do you have any more spell slots you could use right now?
I do not. Not level
Well...
They're
Alright.
currently blocking the path. The commander walks forward. and he's calling out to you. Who goes there?
Can I yell to him and tell him that we slayed his master, and then we'll do the same to him if he interfere?
Yeah, I mean, you can. I was about to do the same thing. I was just going to tell him, your master's dead. Your best bet is to leave now.
Yeah, it's like, we just
See-
killed Morgan.
What's more intimidating, that or a berserker roar and then loud footsteps?
Actually, you're all good at intimidation.
No, no, but that's all I was gonna tell them is just we just killed a demigod. Do they really think that they can stand to us right now? No.
Just because we have no spells.
Okay, but Jay, you and I didn't use spells. We just hit her a lot.
With haste. That was
But yeah,
fucking hilarious.
but we only needed haste and 2 hammers to kill her. These are goblins, and we
These
have
are
Quaid.
humans.
Oh, these are humans.
These are humans.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And the commander has strode forward, and you're going to. I think essentially that would be threatened, right?
Yes, we're going to threaten him and warn and tell him the truth that we did just kill a god with very little effort.
Go ahead and roll the intimidation with advantage here.
All right, I'm gonna roll mine as well. Oh, okay, not even necessary. We're gonna take Vex's.
I would probably take Vex's.
Yeah, we're gonna take that nice 24.
Well, that's Quaid wants to roll as well, and we'll let the highest person be the one to word this, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. You want to roll, Quaid?
All right. So Vex, what do you say?
Same thing. I just...
Your master is dead.
yeah, we've killed your master. There's nowhere else for you to be other than out of here.
You mean you've killed our employer?
If you want the same fate, stand and fight. Otherwise, I'd suggest you leave. And if we ever see you causing any other trouble, you won't get a third chance.
Sir, I do think you are mistaken. That was our employer. It seems we are out of a job now. We are just humble guards.
Humble guards could work in town. Why work for an evil?
Have you ever looked at a guard's salary?
Oh, looked like you guys were playing cards with coppers. Doesn't look like you're doing too great down here either.
Yes. Now imagine a guard's salary is lower than that.
Fair enough.
How about this? You turn yourselves in to the Baron, tell him everything you know about what happened down here, and I shall pay you all a year's salary that Morgan would pay you.
If you would do that, we would be in your service at that point.
We'll see.
Then we shall commence immediately and go visit the Baron.
Well played.
And they begin to march off to the north towards the cave exit.
Wait, I'm gonna call to them real quick before they leave, and ask them what they know about the other rooms in this cave.
We choose not to visit the other rooms as much as possible. To the north, there's an ale room with food,
All right.
and there's also another room with a bunch of cages that we recommend you avoid. Some werewolves were picked up last week.
All right. Well,
Have you overheard
I go
any
and stab
talk-
them.
Have
Hold
you
on,
overheard
no.
any talk of the barbarian in the cage?
She came in with the other werewolves. We think she's part of the same tribe.
Does anybody
They were
else have any
captured by
questions
one
for
of
these
Morgan's
guards?
generals.
I have no further questions for them.
Quaid, what were you trying to say? You cut out a bit.
I just said I want to go stab werewolves.
No, we're not gonna fight the werewolves right now. There are more important things at hand, like money. Because while you were gone, we made bank.
Alright, so if that is all, they begin their march back up towards the exit.
want to check out this area they were guarding.
You find a rundown table, a couple weapons sitting on it that they all seem rather shoddy. Barrel of arrow. You also find a partially destroyed chest, and a couple cages line the walls.
Okay, can I do a search check to see if there's anything not in line of sight?
Sure.
Would that be like investigation?
Yeah, investigation.
Alright.
And you're like investigating around the table, under the table, stuff like that?
Yeah, the cages, the table area with the destroyed chest on it.
You find a rusty key next to the chest.
Okay,
I don't think it's...
Is the chest locked?
The chest is locked.
And they put the key right next to it.
Yeah, there also seems to be several holes in the chest. And
I
it's
don't think they were very worried about the key anymore.
the wood is rotten.
Okay, I guess I'll try the key on the lock.
It doesn't work.
Alright, is there anything in these cages? Anything living?
I mean, the key fits, it just won't turn at this point.
Oh, okay, it's all rusted out.
Yeah.
Could I maybe, like, grab the box and just pry the lid open?
Yeah, you can,
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to the box and try that. I'm gonna tell Vex to stand aside real quick so I don't accidentally backhand him if I lose grip. Alright, so that's gonna be a strength... What? Is that an athletics roll or just a normal strength roll?
you can do an athletics roll.
Alright.
Alright, even with your half-assed effort here, the lid is easily pried off.
Can I try?
I thought he said he got opened.
Yeah, he got it.
Well, I don't normally think of a 13 as a success.
Yeah,
it was a
shut up,
very
wait.
shoddy it
Jesus,
was a
this is
very,
a
very shoddy chest.
Okay, so Moonstone, I don't remember what that was used for in Baldur's Gate, but
I'm just
some
gonna
of these are coming back to memory.
I'm just gonna slide a hand those 4 potions of healing. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, I'm about to watch Vex hit real quick for a minute. Like, it's like, hold on here. Doesn't Zircon, like, grant electrical ability of some kind? I don't remember.
A lot of those are just fancy gems that have value. Some of them have magical properties.
I won't take any of the money if I can keep all the gems.
Excuse me, sir. I am a dwarf. I don't think you understand what you're going for here, bub.
Yeah, but you're more like a dragon, you greedy little fucker.
That's right. I'm about to take those. I'm about to take those gems right there. All right. So don't try me.
I think you're more into gold than gems.
Like, I'm about to just start fastening these gems onto my armor. All right. I'll blind anything I come across. We don't need torches anymore.
I mean, you could do that, but I was just gonna, like, grind them up and use magical property, or try and see if they have magical properties by, potion.
Well, I was gonna grind them up and snort them.
Right.
Moonstone would be the only one that would do anything.
I know. I'm not actually gonna snort them.
Well, I guess we could sort this out later.
Yeah. I'm
go
putting
in the bag.
Can I look at these weapons on the table and see if any of them are even worth selling?
I really wish appraise was still a skill nowadays. The weapons, the guards seem to not have any interest in them. They all seem like they're rather corroded.
Yeah, I'm gonna just leave those alone. What did you say about skill?
The appraisal skill no longer exists in 5e. I wish it did.
Alright, so I don't think there's anything important in that room anymore.
Well, before we tuck this chest away in Jakarta's bag, I will pull those potions out and ask if anybody needs some potions on them. I still have a few on myself, so I really don't need more right now.
I don't have any.
And front guys could probably use a couple of potions in case of the oh shit moments.
What?
So
Yeah.
Does Corman or Grotog have potions?
I have 0 potions in my inventory.
I'm gonna check because I might have potions.
Because if you guys don't have any, then split them between you two.
I have 2 healing potions on me.
Sounds like Rotog and Corman then.
Yeah, those 2 probably need them.
Alright, so they both get 2 potions of healing.
Alright, I'm gonna actually move up this tunnel back to where it split.
Okay.
And I'm gonna head down this passage right up here that I'm facing.
Alright, so you guys aren't going back to the room with the cages in it?
I do want to
No.
just stand in front of her myself and see if I notice anything different now.
Yeah, because we could head back up this passage that was in the room with the monster.
Yeah.
Okay, so, hold on. So, Vex, you're going in to look at the,
To see if I notice any sort of a presence.
like last time, you do detect a presence. You can tell that distinctly it's a wolf presence, and you're pretty sure she's some sort of werewolf as well.
Okay. Alright, well, then that's all. I'm just going to go ahead and head back out. So,
Confirming your suspicions, I see.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, let's just head down this hallway then. Oh, where is everybody? Like, where's Quaid and Jay at right now?
You guys ran off.
I thought they were following us. Well, hey, look, there's the monster bridge.
I see. Oh, Glade, wrong way. Well, I'm gonna move everybody. Oh. I should probably zoom out. Okay, now where'd everybody go?
Vex and I are still standing in the room with the monster. Quaid is now here with us.
What about Grotog? Where'd Grotog go?
He's in the original death room.
In the original death room? Oh, there he is.
Making his way downtown. Walking fast.
Quaid, I'm gonna come down there and hit you. I don't know if you're at Jason's house or if you're at your house, but I'm gonna find out and I'm gonna hit you.
All 3.
I listed 2 places. Where are you getting all 3 from?
Exactly.
Alright.
If you said 3 places, I would have said both.
Alright, let's just forget that conversation and move down this hallway. Or tunnel. I don't know why I said hallway.
Are we taking Jakarta and...
Yeah, they're with you guys somewhere behind you guys, sticking around.
Okay.
Where
Well, actually, we could just say that they're currently staying in the room examining his new wings.
Having a conversation.
Yep. Alright. Well, this is blocked off, apparently.
Yeah, I'll worry about them if we need them. Oh, yes, sorry.
I can't see in front of me again either.
I'm gonna just slap my face off of it real quick.
As you guys begin to make your way down the hallway, you begin to notice a glow of purple mushrooms of varying sizes that emit a soft purple glow.
Quaid, could you do a survivalist check on those by chance?
Yes, sure.
Because you're our guy that knows plants.
If anyone has
I
a
do.
herbalist kit,
Actually, no, I'm pretty sure Jay has a better handle on the
Yeah.
plant. Hold on.
Well, actually, could I do any kind of, stone check to see if I might know what these are from working in tunnels before? Like a history check.
you could run a history check. Jay could run a herbalism check.
I'm gonna actually...
I went.
Okay, no, that's the origin of... Okay, I'm gonna just let Quaid go with it. I don't even need to right now.
Alright, so Quaid, with the Okay. Your survival check reveals to you that you don't eat purple mushrooms. Very bad. The last guy you saw eat purple mushrooms died rather quickly.
Can I pick some of the purple mushrooms and be okay?
Maybe.
Wow, you went from rolling a critical to a critical fail.
Oof.
Your nature check, your survival check saying probably bad idea. Your nature check says, they're probably healthy for me.
I'm gonna just stop anybody from eating those mushrooms real quick. 'Cause I'm gonna assume that they're like the acid mushrooms from Subnautica.
Grotog, you should roll your herbalism kit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
How about we roll that? We take that nature instead.
Yeah. I was not a big fan of that herbalism roll there, frankly.
This is just a clusterfuck. They're bioluminescent mushrooms. You guys, as a group, determined they are probably poisonous, and that if you touch them, they release spores.
Alright, so just leave the mushrooms alone. Let's just ignore the mushrooms. Is there any... I'm gonna move forward very carefully and see if there's anything up this ledge of the cave. No, there's nothing that we can get to up there. Let's just leave. Because that is just...
There's a ledge that goes down, and then there's a ledge that goes a little further past you.
I see a ledge that goes up, but it's just covered in the mushrooms. I don't even know if we can get out of it here. That way.
Yeah.
Well, actually... Could I test something real quick? Could I maybe throw a rock at one of the mushrooms and see how long the spores actually stay in the air?
I'm gonna back up.
I'm gonna back up too. I can throw really far.
I could probably
not gonna
shoot
be-
a firebolt farther.
Yeah, fair enough. But do you really want to burn a spell slot for that?
Cantrip. Firebolts are free.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just back up and you can shoot a firebolt at that really big one that's there.
Alright, so if we're gonna do this, I'm gonna suggest everybody get by the water in case this whole cavern gets filled with spores. We
Oh
can
crap!
go
I didn't mean to put
underwater
that there.
and swim downstream.
I didn't mean to put a giant red dot on myself. That was an accident. Hold on.
I got it.
Thank you.
Alright, so what's the
Yeah.
plan?
We're gonna shoot a firebolt at the big mushroom that's up on that ledge, just to see how long the spores actually last. See if
Alright.
maybe we could kind of destroy the mushrooms, and then slowly make our way through.
And Vex is suggesting you guys all stay by the water in case there's a...
Yeah. Everybody kind of stand right on the edge there. If we have to. If you see me running, just jump in and swim.
All right.
All right. So
Well, I can't swim, so I'll be jumping on the monster and pulling myself across again.
yeah. All right. So I'm gonna try to stand at max range and firebolt into these mushrooms as many times as I can while I'm watching how the spores are reacting.
Alright. Quaid and Jay, what do you guys want to do?
Slowly follow along.
Okay, so you guys are gonna fall back as well?
Like, does anybody else have cantrips like fire or anything that can shoot that fire?
I don't, and I don't think I can throw a rock 170 feet.
Jay has firebolt or Grotog.
Okay, so we could both firebolt it at the same time.
Yeah, I just want to see how long it lasts, because there's clearly a path there, so there might be something inside of it, but...
I'm hoping the fire will burn these spores up before they can
Yeah.
get to us.
Okay, so Grotog, are you gonna join with throwing a firebolt?
I think that'd be a good choice.
He said yeah.
Okay. So you guys both step forward.
I'm gonna stand back
I'm max
and
range.
behind my shield.
Ray your spells, and 2 firebolts are let loose down the cavern. The first firebolt causes the mushroom to swell and burst. The second one immediately lights the spore cloud on fire. this chain reaction rapidly spreads throughout the entire cavern. You guys all see a massive fireball traveling towards the party.
Well, let's run to the water right quick.
Yeah. Running to the
Reaction
water.
counter spell totem. Reaction counter spell totem.
It's not a spell, but it's literally it's a ball. The spores are small particles that are now on fire and rapidly expanding.
Yeah, Adric booked it to the water and just jumped onto that tentacle to be in the middle.
You guys all jump in the water?
I would like to note that that is probably the fastest you guys have ever seen a dwarf run.
Okay, you guys can actually, when you go under the water, you see the light, like, just emit above you guys. And after a couple seconds, it's gone, and you can just kind of feel a little bit of heat.
Okay.
Vex, you're the fire guy. Can you tell us if we're safe?
So I'm gonna go ahead and come up to the surface first and see if I notice anything in the air that's...
There's a lot of black smoke and soot. Like there's soot on the walls. There's a little bit of black smoke still hovering. The smell is something. It's terrible.
I hope we didn't just barbecue Jakarta and Varric. That would be not great. But we
Glad you
did
guys had a backup plan there, because that would have sucked.
We wing it, alright? It works. My backup plan was to just follow the river if necessary. It'll take me out of here eventually.
Well, the river saved you guys from a lot of fire damage.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna climb out of the river and very carefully... Well, actually, I'm not even gonna climb out yet. I'm gonna actually try and roll a history check real quick to even see if it's safe to step on the stone or if it just got severely weakened from that.
I don't know if your history would help you in that way, honestly.
I thought I got a bonus for history checks for stonework.
Wouldn't it be
Oh,
like use like a nature check or some kind of specialized check for him?
Yeah, it would be... I'm just gonna say, as a dwarf, you know the stone's fairly solid, so the
Alright.
explosion itself isn't gonna weaken the stone.
Well, I just don't know, because that cave monster was able to push tentacles through this earlier, and we just made it explode, so...
Yeah.
I'm a little wary.
The cave surface is soft dirt.
Yeah. So we're
Alright,
on rough terrain right now.
Alright, I'm assuming that all these mushrooms I can see on the map are no longer there.
They are gone.
Alright, I'm gonna very carefully walk through this.
Yeah. I would like to search the area as well as we're going through it. Do like a perception check.
Shit. By the way. There were going to be some enemies in here.
So
Keyword.
two firebolts just took care of that.
I like how he says that. There were going to be some enemies in here. There are no longer anything in here. Hey, look at that, guys. 2 birds with 1 stone, and we didn't even know it. We're so good at this game.
Yeah, now imagine if they would have gone off while you were in here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the bright side, we don't have to fight anybody now.
So you guys begin to explore further into the cavern?
Yeah, I'd like to do a perception
Yeah.
in this room, see if there's anything.
Hey, another crit.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, while you're exploring this room, nothing's really sticking out.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna,
Like, since you rolled a crit, the next room, there's something along the back wall that is glow. There's a soft glow.
Alright, can I run my, Detect Evil and Holy? Or my Divine Sense? Alright, I'm gonna run Divine Sense and see if I get anything off of that, glowing item.
Roll a Constitution save.
Uh-oh. 21?
Okay, you feel so much evil that it's physically making you sick, but you don't pass out.
Alright, I'm gonna yell to Vex and tell him to just not go in there.
Too
Because
late. I'm already looking at whatever this is.
I'm gonna walk back here and just ready my hammer to kill whatever is coming out of there.
See 3 dead goblins, one of them is a goblin shaman, and 3 dead human bodies that are now all very well scorched.
Okay.
Further on past them, you see candles glowing in the distance.
Now is it is this water right here?
Yeah, that's water.
I'm gonna search these bodies real quick and see if there's anything on them that looks like it may not have been damaged by the fire, like perhaps magical.
No, that's all fairly well scorched.
Okay. And then I
But
see.
you notice that the walls next to the statue, like ones where it cuts down and then comes back open again.
Yeah.
Past that point, there's no scorch marks.
Huh. So something was shielding.
Does anyone follow him back here?
I'm not going in. Oh, wait. I feel like I'm kind of required to go in there, though, to kill whatever evil is in there. But I also don't know if I physically can go in there. You know what? I'm just gonna push in.
You're gonna push in?
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
just
not
wait.
so much. It's not that the just evil of the place is making you sick. It's when you open your mind to detect the evil. It was so strong that it made you feel.
Alright, I'm readying my hammer and watching Vex very carefully right now.
Quaid and Grotog and Corman, are you guys going in as well, or just hanging back?
We'll hang back.
You guys are hanging back. All right, Vex. You see a statue. It's wearing a hood. It's holding in its arms a platter with a candle on it, and then there are 2 candles in the water on the left and right of it. You can kind of see those.
Okay. Would I be able to extinguish these flames?
You could, yeah, you could extinguish the flames.
Or
But they only source the light, though, in the room, just pointing it out.
Okay.
Okay,
So
3 candles.
so I extinguish them, and then the light goes out, and nothing happens.
Okay, so you extinguish them, the light goes out, and the statue starts having cracks form across it.
Okay. That's probably not good.
I'm gonna just take a step back.
The statue explodes.
I'm gonna just raise my shield and duck behind it real quick.
Where the statue was, you now see a skeleton figure wearing a robe.
Can I rush it and hit it with the hammer?
You want to rush it and hit it with the hammer.
Yes, it is clearly very evil.
Now, is this thing in the water, or is it walking on the water?
It is floating above the water.
Oh wait, it's in the water. I can't hit it with the hammer.
It's practically walking on the water.
Hey, why don't you guys call out to us and we just, yeet?
Did you not hear the giant explosion that just happened?
We're deaf. We're mammals.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna yell to them before I charge it, I guess.
Alright, you're gonna yell to them.
Yeah. Just, hey, this thing exploded and there's a skeleton in here.
So
When you yell that, he reaches out his hand and he shouts, "Silence!"
I'm
And
gonna.
this is gonna be an intimidation, ready?
Alright, what do I need to roll to prevent that?
You're gonna have to make a... Oh, crap, what do you save against intimidation?
I'd say wisdom, probably.
oh boy,
Oh boy.
Wisdom save then?
he just
Give me
crit.
a wisdom save. If you can crit, you can counter him. If you can get higher than 30, you can counter him. Everybody give me a wisdom save that was in him that could hear him shout that. So you too, Vex. He just shouted silence at you guys.
It's a shame. If I had actually critted on that, I knew exactly what I was gonna say. I was literally just gonna yell, "Shut up yourself!"
Who dares disturb Anzu? This guy is literally walking across the water towards you guys.
Well, if he's gonna be doing, if he's moving, I'm moving too. I'm moving back.
I ask him what kind of evil he is.
I say, does anyone want to roll and try to identify it with the name, history, Anzu, religious checks, anything you guys would like to try?
I'll roll in a religion check.
Religion. Yeah. I guess since he's speaking his name, I might as well search the old memory bank. Yeah. I have no idea.
Adric, you're pretty sure he's a powerful lich of old.
He's clearly incredibly evil, and I want to hit him with the hammer.
Okay, so Vex is backing up.
I'm moving forward.
You're moving forward.
I'm not very intelligent, but he's evil. I gotta take care of the evil. I can't just let this happen.
In the game and in real life.
I must kill the evil, alright? It is my
Alright.
job.
So now, down in the monster section, you guys can see this guy.
Man, he ugly.
So, you would like to roll initiative.
Corman, don't hit him with your sword.
Yeah, if you hit him with the sword, I'm hitting you with my hammer.
Yeah, I was gonna throw spears at it and try and use my bow.
Actually, I get an advantage. All of my attack rolls are an advantage against this guy because of the hammer I have.
I tell Adric to remember his potion, his water.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't click in.
Oh shit. Adric removed... Yeah, hold on 1 second here.
How did I roll a 4 twice in a row?
Vex hasn't rolled right yet, right? Yep.
Not yet.
Alright, I need to look at the hammer. And yes, thank you for reminding me about the Holy Water Vex. Yeah, he's gonna take an extra 1d6 of damage every time I hit him. Oh wait, no, he's gonna take an extra 3d6.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, he's gonna take an extra 3d6 of damage every time I hit him.
Now, what if he was to pour that onto his hammer? Is that what you did?
That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would... Just for context, what would happen if I did that?
Speculation. Holy shit.
Well, actually, honestly, at this point, I think I'd rather... I'm not even gonna pour it on my hammer. I'm just gonna see if I can throw one of the vials at him. And, like, try and shatter it on his face or something.
Oh, jeez.
What's left of his face?
Well, yeah. You get the point, though.
Just lodge it into his eye socket and smash it with your hammer.
Wait.
That's the idea.
What would
Then
you
I
like
get the
to
other
do?
side and we pull.
That's right. No,
But we
no,
push
Jay,
it
you and me are
and
just gonna...
hammers like blow up.
Jay, you gotta go from the left and I'll hit him from the right. We're just gonna clap his head.
Oh, no.
Alright?
That's probably not a good idea, sir.
We're not gonna go all the way through to where the hammers touch. Just, you know, we'll leave a solid inch in between.
You both critically miss and slash hammers together.
Oh my god, that would not be okay. I would cry.
To be fair, I think the result would still kill him.
Yeah.
He'd still be dead.
He's a little far back, is he not?
I mean,
I don't know why my character was so far back. I
He's
should have been
over
like right at that entrance with them because we just hung that far back, didn't we?
Yeah, you should have been next to Grotog, because you guys came running at the same time, so you're starting right there.
Okay.
yeah, but like, to be fair, if me and Jay did that, he would die. It just so happens that we would all die too.
It's possible. We haven't tried it, but let's not.
We're not gonna test it though.
Yeah, we don't need to bring the beginning and the end together.
The whole universe is just gonna break if we do that.
Alright. What would you like to do, Quaid?
So I get to go first, correct?
Yeah, you're going first.
I activate Rage, and then I throw a Javelin at him.
That is a hit.
Oh wait, I should probably move myself over here so it's...
I'd move yourself like right here so you can get closer to the next round. Oh wait, never mind.
Can't hit him.
Can I hit him now? Yeah, barely.
Go ahead and roll the damage. 10. When you do this, he looks at you, and you see a little bit of gleam in his eye. I need you to make a wisdom save versus DC 18.
Hey, what?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, DC 18.
Oh, I was just gonna click saving throw.
Yep, click wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
You are now frightened for 1 minute.
What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
You are now frightened for 1 minute.
Like, what does that exactly do to me?
Okay, so it's a condition, frightened. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is in line of sight. You can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear. And that is it. You can save at the start of your next turn to see if you can shrug off the fear.
The good thing is at the start of your next turn, not the end of it.
Huh. Alright. Does that end my turn?
You moved and you attacked, right?
Yeah.
You can run away or you can attack it. Well, you can. Can you attack again?
With
You can
throwing
attack
the-
again with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it. God
That
damn it.
is a miss.
That's a fat rip.
With that, it's Felicia's turn.
They don't get advantage, but I do get to do 3d6 of damage again. Well, a bonus 3d6 of damage to him every turn.
Uh-oh.
Corman, I need you to make a Constitution save. Oh wait, hold on. Let me roll. Okay, yeah, 19. Does it hit?
Yeah.
19 hits. Okay, you take 8 cold damage and you are now paralyzed.
I'm curious, does shield work on other people as well? Like, am I able to shield people?
Are you able to shield other people?
Or is a shield just for myself? Probably just for myself.
I think it's just for yourself. Range self, yes.
Okay.
So you can cast on yourself. So let's see here. Corman is paralyzed. Corman, or sorry, Adric is paralyzed. Corman is frightened.
Oh, wait, I didn't do a saving throw then.
Did you do a Constitution saving throw?
No, you were saying that Corbin was the one getting all that this entire time.
Shit. Adric, roll a Constitution saving throw.
I think I did it.
Wow.
I stand corrected.
That's right. Double 24s. Bring it on.
You're never gonna get that again in your life. Nice one.
I know, but I'm still happy.
You
But-
needed it right now.
Alright, so you only take 8 damage, Sean.
At this point, I'm just going to tell the Lich King that he can go suck one.
Alright then. That
I'm
ends
very
his turn.
rude, dwarf.
Corwin, did you take off the 8 health? Or Adric, did you take off the 8 health? Jesus.
Oh no, I didn't. Hold on.
Okay.
You think your paralysis affects me? Think again.
Fix, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to call upon this newfound power I feel coursing inside of me and cast a lesser miracle.
Okay.
And it's going to be in the form of a haste spell, which I will direct onto Adric.
Yes.
Because
Power.
he is the ultimate holy fighting against the ultimate evil here.
That's right.
The haste spell.
Now, my minor miracle, did that count as a bonus action?
I believe it still counts as an action.
Okay. Alright, well with that, I'm going to back up after giving him haste. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Gortog!
Hit it with my hammer.
It is
Or does the green goop affect it? Or does he have the
I
green
don't
goop
really
effect?
put the goop. And, like,
he does not. He just
barely.
the corner of his weapon, and it's not gonna. He did not soak his weapon.
So
I didn't soak it, I put a thin coat.
yeah.
It's still dripping at this point.
Darn it.
Wait, do we have flanking advantage?
If you get behind him,
Good luck getting behind him.
there you
Don't
go.
worry about
Yeah,
it.
now you're flanking.
Please.
Oh no.
Huh, okay. Oh god, this is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt him. Hold on, I'm thinking. Do I have any spells left? I do. Wait. Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm using I'm burning a spell slot for second level MU. So. Yep. Okay. And then I'm going to. Does that cost a bonus action or action?
To do what?
For MU.
Imbue?
Yeah.
It is a bonus action.
Heck yeah. So I'm guessing that hit.
That hit
Okay.
for 19 damage.
And that obviously hit. 20 damage. Wow, 39 damage with 2 hits. Not bad.
Alright.
I feel like that 27 should be a crit.
It's one off.
Roadhog, he looks at you, says, foolish mortals. And I need you and Adric to make a Constitution save, DC 18. Well, fuck.
Hey Jay, remember when you said I'd never do it again?
Holy!
What's going on?
You just rolled 4 20s in a row. You need to go to Vegas.
Bro, I got my lucky lighter, my ring. I'm wearing all of my luck today, alright?
You guys
Don't
both
test me.
He's fumbling next turn, I'm calling it.
I probably am.
Adric, it's your turn.
Double fumble, double.
Alright, you already know what's about to happen.
Yeah, double fumble.
Shut up,
Genesis
Jay.
Hammer. That's
Is that-
a hit.
Alright, well, I'm gonna roll the damage off of that, and throw it. Wait. Yeah, I still have 2 spell slots remaining. So I'm gonna throw a smite into the mix
Okay.
afterwards, and then roll my extra 3d6.
So what's your smite gonna do for damage? We'll go ahead and just roll them all, and we'll.
You can do like 2 extra d10s if it's undead.
No, undead is I get the d6s. So that's 12, and we're just gonna go flash roll 3d6. Alright.
He needs a
Okay.
little haste symbol.
I just
on him.
did. I just hit him in the face for 43 damage, and I get to do it again.
Do it again.
Wait, do I get an extra 2 attacks? But wait, I'm hasting. Doesn't that mean I get another extra attack?
Yep.
I can do this 3 times. Oh, that doesn't hit.
That hits. You have advantage. He's flanked. Roll damage.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Alright, so we're gonna add that. Add my last spell. Well, no, I'm not gonna use my last spell on that. I might need a cure wounds. And another 30 damage. Oh god, that's 73 damage in one. I'm gonna assume that hits. It's
Yeah.
somehow not a crit, but it hits.
Yep, that hits.
Alright, so 16 and
16. Okay, 13. That's it for that one, right?
yep, that's my last attack.
Alright, the good news is the target is bloody.
Good to know.
Well,
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, wait, he's a skeleton. He's bleed.
yeah, I was gonna say relatively he's bloody.
He's cracked.
Yes, there we go. He's cracked.
Allow me to just say, I just did 102 damage in one turn. God, I love haste. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I end my turn, can I throw that potion at him as a bonus action? Or not potion, but holy water?
I think hasting me would have been better in the long run.
Let me think here.
Imbue's OP.
Using an item counts as an action.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
So you'd have to use your haste action, your 2 attacks plus your haste action.
Yeah,
Someone give me haste.
I'll do that next time.
Alright,
Give me haste.
Oh, Shelter of the Faithful. Hold on. Alright, well,
Yeah, I don't have twin
Oh,
spell
I'm-
yet, so I couldn't haste both of you.
I've done all I can, or probably need to do. So, Quaid, you're up.
gotta make a wisdom save. Versus 18. You are still terrified of the Lich.
So what can I do?
Oh, you can attack him. You cannot move closer to the target, though.
So I can attack him but not move closer.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, in that case.
Bank.
and you have disadvantage. Well, that doesn't
Oh,
matter.
or not.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll on
wow.
the
What is
critical
up
hit
with the
check.
double crits?
What do I have to roll? Bro, you're welcome. I am bringing all of the luck tonight. I got the mismatching socks, I got my lighter, I got the ring.
Double damage. So you did
7, 9, 18.
14.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I did that wrong. Wait.
14 damage.
And then I get to attack again because I have rage.
7 plus
Yep.
2,
So
9.
you get 3 attacks around right now because of your rage and your you can attack twice.
Yeah.
How many more javelins do you have left?
I don't know. Let me. Oh, I just
guys.
now-
He used his last one.
Yeah, this last javelin throw is my last one.
Okay.
Guys,
21
don't
hit.
worry. Just
I
survive
disadvantage.
until... Don't worry, just
Oh,
survive
yeah.
until my turn and he's dead anyway.
Is 14 a hit?
No, 14's not a hit.
Well, if he's
Okay.
if he's flanked, even though he has disadvantage, does that still give him advantage?
I think that's technically it's only for melee.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I thought that too.
Okay, well, in that case, bow. Damn, that's a miss.
Short bow, and that is a miss.
Alright.
Unfortunately. Yes, the whole time you're doing this, you're shaking in your boots. Like his effect over you is quite strong. I was hoping to get everybody. Is that Are you gonna move or?
Nope.
All right, it is the Lich's turn. Let's see here.
I'm gonna taunt the Lich real quick. I'm gonna just tell him he's a weak boy. Because he can't even hurt me right now.
Call him a beta cuck soy boy.
You. Oh my god.
He hit me for 8 damage, I hit him for 102. I'm not afraid.
Cast ninth level spell.
Bring. No, please don't bring it.
He looks irritated at you.
I'm a very rude dwarf.
Hmm.
His cracked face is fixated upon you right now.
Sorry, I wasn't exactly ready for this combat.
You better be sorry.
Wait, were you not ready for us to fight him, or not ready for me to do that much damage to him?
Wasn't ready for you guys to fight him.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright.
I like that.
We threw him off. We weren't supposed to just fireball and go in here. Like, oh yeah, I'll have these mushrooms in here, then they won't be able to get in here.
Yeah.
So we just blow up everything.
I picked up a pan and walked through the wall. Come at me, it's Skyrim.
Quaid. He points a finger at you. And you take some damage here.
He
Or
really
sorry,
does not like
no. We're gonna do this to Grotog. Yeah.
Makes sense. He's being flanked, so he needs to cover his 6.
Grotog, you are going to need to make a save. A Constitution save.
That does not save you.
Oof.
Did he just get banished to another plane?
You take 59 damage. You have 1 health left because you are able to shrug it off with your
Goodbye.
apple.
Goodbye.
Jay, on your turn, I'm gonna recommend you use a health potion or 2.
So you have 1 health.
Just don't smack yourself with a rod while you're using it. You might die. Rod of Asclepius.
Fix, it's your turn.
Oh no, Jay, you're gonna alert all the guards in a 20-foot radius. Or 20-mile radius, sorry.
Okay, 1 second. Alright, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do here. Because I am all burnt out on spells. All I have is my level 1 spells, so I'm just gonna go ahead and magic missile him. Minus the fire damage, so we're looking at 11 damage.
11 damage. Alright.
And that's all for me.
Grotog, it's your turn.
Heal yourself.
See, I was thinking that, but I was also thinking about just hitting it with my hammer.
Heal yourself. I can finish him off after this turn, probably, alright?
Yeah.
Grotog wants to hit him, let him hit him.
Okay, Jay, do you have a backup character set up yet?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go right ahead.
I don't know what I want to do. That's not good. It's really, really not good at all. Have I used any charges on my rod?
No, you haven't. Not since the last time we got fully charged.
Okay.
Which was a long time ago when you guys took that last.
Should I use all 5 already or no?
No, for the love of God, no.
Why? If it
If it explodes, you'll kill me.
What, 5% chance to blow up, and then we have to go to our backup characters?
Does Vex even have a backup?
I do not.
Yeah, but
let's-
he's over there, he won't get blown. Like me and Cameron.
That's hot.
I don't think the radius is that far.
No, that's definitely.
We're also in a highly unstable cave that we already blew up. Do not use all 5 charges.
You want to see me blow up a cave? You want to see me do it again?
Yeah, you want to see me do
Just
it?
let Grotog do what he's gonna do. I'm curious to see how this turns out.
I'm not. I don't like this.
Valhalla, don't encourage him.
I like this though. This is a good idea.
Oh God, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
He holds the rod skyward, and then we all die.
He calls in the power of Zeus himself, and we all die. Because we're in a cave.
The elements literally destroyed you. Huh. I don't know. This is an intense turn. Yikes.
He's gonna raise his rod to the sky and bring it down on us.
Hey, so how much does a cure wounds level 5 heal for?
That wasn't a mass cure wounds or something.
I think it is mass cure wounds.
Let me see. It's
I'm
on
writing
the-
it right in there. Oh, I can use a single cure wounds up to 4th level and use 1 charge.
Yeah, do that.
Or I could do a 5 for mass and possibly have the rod blow up.
Mass suicide or not?
Yeah. Mass homicide / suicide or heal myself.
I'd rather not end this entire campaign right here, especially since you just need to heal, and I can probably kill him this turn.
I highly doubt that.
Mass homicide.
Hit it with your hammer. When you're saying do it, is Vex saying do it?
Don't encourage him.
Just do it.
Well,
Let your dreams
hey,
be
that's
dreams.
2 to 1, Cameron. I think you know what that means.
Oh God, we're all gonna die.
Okay, so I gotta roll a d20, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna.
He's going for the mass cure wounds.
Yep.
Does that heal all of us or just him?
All everybody in the
it's got
radius.
Got him.
Okay.
Boys.
It was close, but it doesn't blow up.
You just see it start cracking with energy, and you're just like, oh,
Hey, can I-
Alright, Jay. Let me just say, after I hit this lich with the hammer, I'm hitting you with the hammer.
Okay, 30-foot radius. Everyone in the radius is healed for 3d8 plus Grotog spell modifier.
3d8?
Yeah, so roll 3d8 plus your spell mod.
I think 6. Let me check.
Adric's life flashed up before his
5 or
eyes.
6.
At this point, I'm just cussing violently at Grotog.
All 200 years of your life just flashed before your eyes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, 290. I'm a very old dwarf.
that was a very long slideshow.
Hey,
Yeah.
If you are full health.
Jay, when you need me.
Not for a
so,
while, go away, buddy.
I have a question. What do I have left? I have a attack and a bonus action, or an attack and attack?
That counts as using that counts as an action. So you have
Action, or I have another attack and bonus.
no, you just have the bonus.
Just the bonus? But
Just the bonus.
I have 2 attacks.
Yeah, you have 2 if you take an attack action, you get to attack twice. You took a use item
I didn't think
action,
that's how it was.
so you get it.
I would have never used rod. I would have just hit it with my hammer.
Well, you still get 1 attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a healing totem down. I know what's good for me now. I ain't touching
You get
it.
a healing totem. Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Yank it.
Right Heat. I want right here because they're getting smart enough to know that that thing heals.
All right.
I do not like that.
All the people who know
Hey, did
this
my
are dead.
totems upgrade yet? I just realized.
I believe they did. I believe it's 2d4 now.
2d4?
Yep.
So you want me to change it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead and change it real quick.
And that's the same for the fire totem, right?
They're all one. Well, yeah, it's the same for the fire totem.
Okay.
Adric, it's your turn.
Oh, I gotta roll the heal in a second.
Alright, well. I'm gonna roll my first 2 attacks here.
5 healing, by the way.
Go ahead and roll your first attack.
I
19
did.
hits.
Alright,
So
so
8, 9, 10,
Genesis Hammer, and then I'm gonna roll my.
He looks at you after your first strike. Says you again, and I need a Constitution save. Or sorry, hold on.
Constitution, Wisdom, Strength.
DC 18 con save from both of you.
Alright.
A con save?
Well, I just rolled that and got 32.
Wait, hold on. What did you roll for 32?
My damage.
Okay, 32 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God.
Constitution save. You got a 13. Grotog got a 24.
Yeah.
13 fails, unfortunately.
Alright.
70,000 damage.
Oh wait, sorry. You guys still take the damage from this, whether you fail or succeed. My bad.
Aw.
Grotog takes half damage.
Okay. Thank
Alright.
you.
Well, how much did I take? I'll add it.
Okay,
Alright,
so
23,
you take 23, and Grotog takes half of that, rounded down.
Good thing you
So-
healed yourself.
11.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Health. I do not like my health points. They just keep dropping.
Grotog takes 11.
After I'm gonna hit him and take that damage, then I'm gonna laugh in his face.
And then you're gonna hit him again.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna hit him again.
You have advantage, so that's a hit.
I'm gonna laugh in his face as I hit him again with my giant hammer.
For 23 again.
23.
Oh, it was 22 before, my bad.
Plus an 18.
Alright,
What?
with that smash, he looks at you, says, "You fools," and then disappears into a cloud of dust.
Explodes. Kills everyone.
You just killed the lich. When liches die, they resurrect at their phylactery.
At their
Ah.
Their phylactery. Where their soul is contained.
Oh, so he's just gonna come back right here, isn't he?
No, he's gone. You guys have killed him. He disappeared into a cloud of dust.
He's gonna.
Well, so much for throwing holy water in his face, because it turns out I hit him a little too hard.
Now, how do we
Yes.
find his phylactery?
Your last hit goes through him and hits the ground, and my hammer reacts to it and glows red. Dude.
Nah, wait, can I roll a religion check to see if maybe I could get an idea of where that would be for him?
Or could you sense it?
Yeah, I
You
could use
guys-
the.
It could be anywhere on the material plane.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
That really narrows it down.
It
Yeah.
looks like he was trapped here rather than killed to keep him from being, able to do what he's been attempting to do, whatever that might be.
Oh, right, I'm immune to disease.
So we basically just released him back into...
It would seem that way. You guys released the lich.
Yay.
Nah, I'll kill him again next time. Alright, I'm going to use my final heal spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. You guys were able to kill him, though. That was impressive.
Yeah, no sweat.
You're welcome. That's what happens when you have a paladin.
Just a lot of blood. No
I
sweat.
thought it was time to bust out the backup character sheet. I was like, oh. I was like, oh.
I don't know, Jay. Maybe if you hadn't tried to blow us all up.
Hey, that would have been hilarious. I would have laughed.
I can revivify you, so you'd kind of be back. You'd only be able to say things like and
Hey, I can hit you with my sword and heal you.
You're the new
Just
tank.
turn around and slash you in the face.
That's kind of funny, undead shaman. Huh.
If I'm undead, then I can't use my hammer though.
It's an undead shaman, not paladin.
I know.
Toad.
Alright.
If you brought me back to life, I'd be beating you back to death, Jay. Right?
Hey, if he dies, the hammer breaks and he comes back to life.
So wait, Dennis, are you just planning for us to like come back here at some point, or just to leave him alone?
What? What do you mean?
You said that you weren't ready for us to fight him just yet, so were you just planning for us?
There was supposed to be combat before it.
I didn't think you guys would attack him.
He is pure evil, and I destroy evil. All right.
Evil.
If we have established anything about my character, is that if it is evil, I'm hitting it with my hammer.
Fair enough.
You're a tard.
Well, like I said though,
I'm gonna Arcana check this water to see if it can notice anything.
you're gonna.
To be fair, I wasn't even gonna fight him. Vex is the one that decided to mess with the totem, or with the rock.
There's nothing magical about the water.
Okay, I want to try to get a look in here and search around where the statue was.
AC Beaks.
Search
I'm gonna
around
loot
inside
these.
here.
The statue is now crumbled.
Oh wait, I just realized something. Did anybody grab Morgan's boy toy when we jumped in the water?
Yeah,
All right, I'm just.
Yeah, that's a good.
I may or may not have left him in the water because I don't remember saying that I pulled him out.
He drowned it. We put him to sleep and pushed him in a river. That's kind of screwed up.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Push. Pink.
he would have had a better chance in the bag of holding at this point.
Yeah, seriously.
I gotta know, wait, did you leave him in the water? No? Okay. You're totally smart enough to, have yanked him out.
Yes,
Yeah.
110%.
Do an intelligence check to see if you did it.
I'm gonna fail that intelligence check. You don't make me do that.
There's no check involved. It's just if you pulled him out, you pulled him out.
Just popped up in chat.
Yes, I pulled him out.
Boy has drowned.
F in the chat.
Oh, dude, that's pissed.
Yeah, that like just popped in my head because at first it was like, "Hey, where's that guy been throwing all this?" I'm like, "Oh wait, we might have blown him up."
Yeah. There's the river.
We're gonna assume you guys were smart enough to save his life and then save his life again.
Yep.
Alright, what would you guys like to investigate next? Or Vex, are you still investigating the...
I'm
Well,
gonna.
I searched that room. I don't know. Was there anything to find?
There's the 2 candles on the little petal shrines.
Okay.
Not much else in that room.
I'm guessing these candles probably have some sort of magical effect or something. So I want to.
Probably. You're gonna take them?
Yeah, I'll ask Adric to do a sense evil on the candles and see if it's something that's.
All right, I'm gonna actually follow Vex into here then and run my divine sense. Hey, Dennis, did you add a counter for my divine sense now?
A what?
I have a divine sense counter now.
Yeah, there's a counter now.
Yeah, thank you. That's a lot more convenient. All right, so I just used one of those. To
Okay.
check that.
The evil presence is gone.
All right.
So
We
do
might-
we notice
The
anything about
candles are not evil. The candles do seem to have some kind of arcane quality to them.
them? Okay. Is that the only place we're sensing arcane? Because I did an Arcana check in here. I don't know if that.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's detecting as magical.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna move back out and check these bodies.
The charred bodies,
Yeah.
unrecognizable at this point. You can tell that they were human. You can tell the goblins were goblins.
All right, I'm gonna assume that there's no point in even looting these guys and.
They were thoroughly scorched.
Yeah. We didn't really think this through, guys.
We didn't know that they were like explosive.
Hold on.
That is true.
The only place I can think that we haven't checked down here is down the stream. to see if if it led to like an opening. I don't know if anybody's interested in trying to test that out. Like, is this water moving fast enough to where we would not be able to swim back upstream?
The water, once you get further down, is definitely moving a lot faster.
Can we not move it? Can we not on the water? Wait, can we use the monster as a boat?
The monster that you guys were tied up and used as a bridge?
Yes. Because we don't really need to use them as a bridge anymore.
Definitely could. The water does, what Vex just was looking at, is the water seems to get a lot faster.
Yeah, I don't know that we should. I don't think that it really leads us to anything valuable, because Morgan is using human guards. I don't think they're going to be able to get down there very easy.
Okay.
So, I mean, you guys can always check it out.
Well, we don't have Jakarta to like hover above the water and go down there, so I don't know.
Alright, we don't even know if he'd be strong enough to do that right now, because he was barely hovering across before.
That's true.
Oh, by the way, Quaid, Jakarta got wings.
I know.
Alright. Well, I think we'd be good to leave the cave now.
I knew when
Up.
Jakarta first got the idea, because Dennis accidentally sent the picture to me.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
A lucky session. This has been a lucky session so far, except for whenever Jay tried to kill us all.
He didn't try, he attempted.
And almost got one shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I sure just
I like how I didn't. Like, I'm the one violently cussing at this thing and laughing at it and mocking it,
It knew
and then he doesn't even attack
Everyone
me.
had some nasty abilities thrown at them that fight, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I just
knew
tanked
as
it.
bad as me.
He tried to paralyze you. He tried
So he
to
killed me.
finger
He tried to paralyze me, and I laughed in his face and hit him with a hammer.
That should have
He
killed me,
damaged-
but you were nice.
And he tried to fear the crap out of Corbin.
Yeah, I hit him in the face with the hammer. He hits me, almost kills me. I laugh at him again, and then just hit him again. That is my dedication to destroying evil, and I'm out.
that hurt. Oh,
I think honestly, we'd be fine with leaving the cave now. I don't think there's really anything left to investigate.
Alright, you guys can leave the cave then. As you guys make your way back through the tunnel, you come to the four-way split again. Well, three-way split, technically. Are you guys going to take the path back to town?
I think that'd be the best idea for now, but it's up to these guys, really.
How was the rest of it?
I'm pretty spent on everything.
Yeah, I need to go and rest and heal.
I
I need to like stop pissing my pants.
We need to do a long rest.
Yeah, let's take a long rest real quick so I can heal up and get some spells
I
back.
don't know if I want to do it in the cave, but
Well, we're outside the cave now.
oh yeah,
I think we're back in town now.
Alright, as you guys make your way back to town, it looks like the guards have moved to mop up the invasion forces.
I'm getting a bad echo.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you, sorry.
The guards were able to mop up the invasion force, and it looks like people are slowly leaving the castle now that the invasion seems to have stopped.
Well, I'm gonna rest here. I'm gonna go to the inn and rest for a little bit, then.
I'm gonna accompany Varric and go to the Baron and inform him of everything, and also ask if the guards that we had sent out turned themselves in.
The guards were turned over to the chaplain,
Oh boy.
and while he's talking to you, Ollie is sitting there like he's been there the whole time. Excited to see you guys are alive.
Okay. I want to kind of see what this chaplain's doing with these guys. I would like to be a part of that, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I need to get Ollie out of here.
The Baron assures you they should be fine.
Oh, also we have the boy toy.
Yeah. Who is currently hauling him around, and where do you guys take him?
I got him. I'd say let's take him to the inn right now, because if the chaplain gets a hold of him, we may not be able to get the information we need.
Yeah, we need to be present whenever he's interrogating.
This poor guy.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's about to happen.
Just to get this straight, though, with him bound, gagged, and over Corman's shoulder, you guys just walk into the inn, get a few looks from the bartender.
At this point,
staff.
at this point, they should just be thankful, because we've murdered 2 gods. So,
I'm losing count here. You guys have temporarily set back a lich and killed a deity, a lesser deity.
and I may need to kill another one here, but I haven't decided on Vex yet.
Now, let's not be too hasty now.
We'll see.
I'm on Vex's side.
He was possibly possessed by Morgan. I'm not saying I want to kill him. I'm just saying I may need to kill him.
Yeah, let's just get all the facts first.
And if he's about to kill you, reaction, touch my hammer. Either he's going out or we're all going out.
At
I'm
this
okay with
time,
that.
Varric and oh shoot, Jakarta are nowhere to be found. Seem to have wandered off.
They did.
Yep.
They got blown up.
So, okay, so they didn't come back to town with us then?
They came back to town with you, but they have gone somewhere else.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm just going to take Ollie, head back to the inn for now, meet up with everybody. And I guess we have the boy toy there with us for now.
Yep. Can we go to the bank and maybe get all of our money transferred to gold real quick?
The bank does not appear to be open right now. See how
Aw,
the entire town was just under siege.
fair enough.
It's going to be a couple of days before stuff starts winding back down to normal.
So I'm guessing Jakarta's not going to be getting on tonight.
Yeah.
Have you heard him at all? Hello?
Hmm?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay, did you hear me?
Jay went to do something. It's just me right now.
Oh. You guys haven't heard from Lonnie, have you?
No, we haven't.
Great. Yeah, we're missing Lonnie right now. He went. Yeah, we're playing. Well, shit. That's fine for the moment. What would you guys like to do now that everyone's gathered at the inn? You have a cultist tied up and a young impressionable kid with you. This is gonna go well.
I'm gonna take a nap and tell Ollie to just leave the cultist alone.
Can I start, like, taking pins out of, like, my poisoner's kit and dipping the... Wait, what would it happen if I dipped the dark brain soup on the needles and just started poking him as a source of torture?
Don't torture him yet. We may not need to. You don't need to be so just steadfast and brash with things. Actually, no. You know,
You
instead
can
of
shut your ass up. Mister, I'm gonna hit it with a hammer.
those are beings of pure evil. All right.
Whenever Cameron talks, all I hear him say is, I'm going to hit it with a hammer.
They were asking if you heard anything from Lonnie.
Oh no, I have not. Sorry, I walked away to get a drink of water. Because I don't trust it around my computer.
I do not tell Ollie to avert his eyes because he's already been through a serious ordeal, and I think that he's probably more grown for his age than most kids because he's lived on the street. So I tell him that he does not have to avert his eyes if he doesn't want to, but he needs to make his own decisions on how he wants to proceed in life. Basically saying that he should absorb all manner of information, but still make his own decisions.
Alright, I'm gonna actually walk up to this cultist, kneel down in front of him, take his gag out, and I'm gonna tell him that if he tells us what we want to know, we'll turn him over to the Baron and he'll live.
That's not true.
He might live!
You're a lying sack of horse shit.
Alright, fine, I'm gonna tell him that
I
he's...
thought I was bad.
What happened to
There's actually a pretty good chance he might live. I can talk to the Baron.
what happened about hitting him with a hammer, pussy?
Like, I thought I was bad by, like, torturing the poor bastard with his own toxic soup, but damn.
Okay, but... Alright, fine, I will amend this. I'm gonna tell him he's gonna tell me what we want to know, he's gonna answer our questions, or I'm gonna tell Quaid that he's a goblin in disguise.
He looks visibly shaken at this,
I'm
you guys threatening him.
And I'm saying this very calmly, and I'm just gonna ask him what Morrigan told him.
Alright, roll an intimidation check first here.
Is this guy a human?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Alright, Quaid, I want you to roll an intimidation check along with me, because you're the one standing in the background who I'm threatening him with. Alright, we're gonna take Quaid's then.
Yeah, 14.
All
Yeah,
right.
you guys did succeed in intimidating him.
Didn't?
Last hope.
What?
So, do I just, like...
Again?
Alright. Can I shatter his hand real quick with my hammer?
Jesus.
Yeah, I thought you guys were asking a question with the first intimidation, though.
We were. I thought you said we failed.
No, you guys passed. I just couldn't remember the question.
Oh, okay. No, I asked him what Morgan told her about her plans.
Told him about her plans? Fucking autist.
Shut up, Quaid. I'm very tired.
Go to bed, faggot.
In the present state that he is in, he says that Morgan must ascend, and with the way he looks like he is. Oh, how do I describe this? At this point, he looks like he's exhausted as well from you guys nearly
Tossing
getting
him
killed a
around.
couple times, almost
Drowning
drowning him.
him. Almost blowing him up.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll put him right back in that ice bath. Don't even test me.
He looks like a drowned cat at this point.
Yeah. We've been hard on this guy.
He could be dead. Could be worse.
Fair enough.
But yeah, he starts mumbling on about how Morgan must ascend.
Like he could have been lit on fire and burned to death. He could have drowned.
But no, we saved his sorry ass.
Yeah, we saved him, and only might turn him over to the chaplain.
There's no point in killing that.
I know.
Nope. I think he's I think he's a broken man at this point.
What would you guys like to ask next, or are you guys going to? What are you guys going to do to him?
I asked him what he knows about the lich that was in there.
He doesn't know anything about the lich.
Alright. I don't have any
Not familiar
questions
with
for
any
him.
lich.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna ask Dad when we're leaving.
It sounds like it'd be one of Morgan's close regarded secrets, if she herself even knew.
I'm gonna ask him why they were making so much poison.
Poison? What poison?
The black brain soup.
That was to feed the ghouls.
Why did you need so many ghouls then?
We use the ghouls for general labor. It's hard convincing mortals to do stuff so that we can sacrifice them.
Seems to me that you sacrificed enough to get your ghouls.
Who
All
brought
the
Morrigan
stars
into
TV.
this plane?
Morrigan was brought into this plane with the Great War.
I sensed a stronger evil there than even Morrigan. What evil was this?
I know of no evil greater than Morrigan.
I asked him if he openly supported such evil simply out of lust.
With that, he just chuckles at you like a
I got 30 minutes.
mad cackle. But that seems to be his only reply.
Do you hear me, Dennis?
I heard you.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I'm gonna ask the other guys if they have any further questions for him.
I think we got what we needed out of him. We just turn him over to the chaplain and let him deal with it.
Alright.
And then I cackle at the whatever he is, the cultist. You're gonna wish you had answered all our questions.
Currently looks like a drowned rat. When you cackle at him, he just keeps cackling. Like,
I think the chaplain is gonna, like, sue us for war crimes when he sees this guy.
Can I poison him still?
no, if you want to, you can do anything. If they let you.
Let me hear from Cameron.
Why do we need the poison? Don't waste the poison.
I was just gonna poke him with my sword. Not even like impale him, just tap him. Like just a little cut on the wrist. Not like
that.
not lengthways, just across. Make him look emo.
You're gonna sue a homicide him?
Alright, you can do that.
Go ahead and roll the damage for the poison. +1.
We don't have a damage thing. I don't know what it is.
It's a, I believe I sent it to you. I gotta scroll up now.
Do I have a Charizard? Have I have a couple?
What do you mean you have 5?
Thought it was a D8.
So just roll 1d8.
Yeah, roll a D8 +1.
I'm talking about the Dragonite and it's all
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh shit. Oh no.
You killed him.
So when you do this, his eyes roll back his head, he collapses backwards, and
Does he foam at the mouth?
yeah, he begins foaming at the mouth and choking on his own saliva.
Yay!
I'm gonna sigh and look at Quain and just say, you were supposed to poke him gently, not slice his arm off.
I did poke him gently. That's the crit.
It's not even a crit. You just did 9 damage and poison, and it was enough to kill the poor cultist.
Well, as he's dying, I'll have my Phoenix heal him up enough to keep him alive.
Alright.
Thank you for fixing my fuck up.
At this point, I think we should just let him die. It might be nice.
The cultist is sitting there choking and barely alive at this point.
Let me do it again. We'll bring him back from death. That way he knows true torture.
No! At this point, I feel bad for this man. We're just gonna let him go.
No, see, now you guys were like, oh, they're gonna be mad, we're committing war crimes. No, I'm committing the war crime.
Well, I definitely don't want to let him go. This guy is evil. He made that clear.
Yeah,
Let me poke him
we're
again.
What?
We're just gonna drop him off with the Chancellor and let the government deal with it.
Yeah, let him turn his brain into tomato soup and get all the information out of him.
All right, who wants to take him over?
I'll take him over.
No.
I don't trust Quaid, so I will. Can I have my bear escort him over?
The bear's gonna export. He's gonna
Execute?
You're gonna have him
Escort.
call Quaid over. The bear.
I'm gonna have the bear watch Quaid, and if Quaid tries to touch him again, the bear is gonna attack Quaid.
I mean, I have to carry him, so, you know, the touching thing, touchy.
I said if you try to attack him.
You know what? Sure.
He's got like
The bear can
everything.
escort Quaid.
So with that.
Alright.
Those are all primals.
Is anyone
Yeah.
else gonna go?
So what's up with that? Hey, Jen, you guys just got like 35.
Oh yeah?
I guess if we're taking him to be interrogated, we probably should be there for it.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
they're
go.
gone. It was in the chat. There was like 4 primals.
Staff of Annihilation.
So you guys all go over.
Yeah,
He's-
I want to know what kind of information he could possibly get out of him.
No, it's just normal.
And I also want to witness how the chaplain does this again.
Don't get hit by those big ones.
All right, so
And
you
when
guys
he
get
dies,
there.
watch
The whole
out.
group in front.
Way back.
Everybody wanders in. You guys see the gnome.
From a necro.
You guys are familiar with now.
Can't really hear you,
Points at you and
Dennis.
says, "What is that?"
There's a lot of background noise. Somebody's got their mic
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going through Foreman's. He squints at the group. He says, "No bears allowed indoors." And goes back to his paperwork.
What if I slide him like
Fair enough.
a
We're not there. Now, the bear doesn't have to go in. The bear can just go back to the bar now.
Well, I thought everybody was going. Who goes? Who doesn't go?
I didn't go. I went to sleep.
Yeah, never mind, I didn't either. I forgot.
So we got Corman and Vex
Yep.
and a bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna de-summon the bear now, though. And just kind of make him disappear for now.
Okay. Let's see here. Another prisoner? Can I eat both of you?
I think this one will prove to be very interesting. It may have been the right hand of Morgan herself.
The chaplain is still out helping with the people around town.
Well, send somebody for him immediately because anybody can do that job. We need the chaplain here for this.
I will attempt to summon him here. You can take that prisoner back to the cages in the back. The cells.
Alright, I walk him back there and I keep him tied up and everything, but I put him in the cell and close the door. I keep him gagged as well.
Keep him gagged and tied up.
I don't want him doing any trickery.
As you're walking away from the cell, you see a dwarf charge towards the edge of the cell and slam his arms on the bars and just kind of scream at you in incoherable sounds.
Alright, I'm going to stop and look at this dwarf and kind of study him for a moment. I want to see what his mental state is looking like.
He is not making any sense and he's screaming at you and like slamming the bars.
Is this the dwarf that we brought in to be interrogated the first time?
It is the dwarf that you brought in to be interrogated.
Okay. Alright, so I acknowledge his presence. And then I'm not going to leave the room yet. I'm just going to kind of stay in here and wait. I don't want to keep my eyes off of this guy.
On the cultist?
Yeah, on the cultist, yep. So I'm kind of like waiting towards the entrance to the room.
Were you here when they interrogated this guy?
I was.
Oh, I was wondering if Corman was.
Oh. I think it was...
The dwarf?
Yeah, when he was interrogated. Were you here?
Yeah.
I thought you were. So yeah, you guys both recognize him. And it's not good.
Yeah, I thought he was dead, honestly, so seeing him alive is something.
But either way, after about an hour, The door opens and the imposing figure of the chaplain just kind of walks back in.
Okay, so he is in the cell room now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to inform him of who this cultist is and that we could possibly get information from him that we don't yet know.
He already looks like a broken man, but if you wish, I can get some more information.
He's already revealed to us that he is evil and does not plan to change those ways, so do what you feel you must.
He opens the cell and grabs him by the scruff of the neck and begins strapping him down to the chair. And he's going to go through the same process as before. He's going to reach out and just read his mind. What information are you guys looking for out of this guy?
Anything that will help to resolve this. If there's any information you can glean from him that could shed light on anything. You know, this may not be fully resolved. There could be something else to this. So,
I want to know if Morgan was working with anyone.
yeah, that's cool.
Hey, we're pretty much done for tonight, right? We're just gonna do extra details by interrogation.
We're doing in town, and we're going to be doing, well, I don't know. Depends on what the party does. This,
I mean, you know, like if we had longer sessions there, we could go into other stuff, but if everybody has to get off, then this is, I guess,
Well-
where it is.
Jay's gonna be leaving in like 20 minutes, and I have to go home then. So I was gonna go home now so they can get ready without, having to tell me to go.
yeah, we're going to be doing in town and maybe a little bit of light research. So you two have to go.
Okay, well, I just send me on Discord PM what all the gems do from the adventure, because I want to try and go and get them appraised as my in-town action.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I will write that up for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rotar, are you hanging around for another minute? Do you have to leave, or are you jumping out? We'll find out in a moment. Vex, you find out that she has dealt with several dark figures. In general, though, he doesn't know their names. You also get the feeling that he was her personal servant,
That,
but most of the diplomacy was done by her. He was more like, fetch this, grab this,
okay,
help
now,
dress, yada yada.
did he come into her service by his own volition, or was he
Yeah,
basically mind controlled?
He seeked her out.
Okay.
He was a willing servant.
Now, is there any prior to his history before seeking her out? He must have had a reason for seeking her out. I'd like to know if there's any details on,
Why he became a cultist?
yeah, like what led him to her. He must have had some.
He had a crappy life.
Okay, does he know of any
Basically,
other... Did he know of any other locations besides that cave that we have not explored that may be still hold prisoners, or
You see a temple that he originally, when he joined, that you see the images of a temple with the raven. That looks like where he originally found out about the religion.
Okay, and I'm guessing we don't know where this temple is, though?
No, it's one of his more distant and faded memories.
Okay.
You see like the ceremony and him becoming a cultist and slowly moving up through the ranks until he's finally a
Did he personally sacrifice
Oh, yeah.
people?
no, he's been head of many sacrificial ceremonies.
Okay.
Sounds like we might need to get rid of this guy.
Alright, Gertuk. Yeah, he's definitely evil. He's definitely killed people.
Well,
And by the end of this, he's drooling on the floor like the last guy you guys
I
had the
don't,
chaplain interrogate.
I don't feel bad for either one of them. So
You don't feel bad for either one of them?
as he slumps down, I guess, into his chair, looking all derp, I just thank the chaplain for his assistance and ask him to inform the Baron of what he found out here, and I head out.
Alright. What would you two like to do?
I don't really have much to do right now.
I guess we'll...
I really don't want to call it right now. I want to keep going.
I know, but I don't know if we can keep going with that with just me and Vex right now. Actually, no, I know something I would like to do. I want to convene with the Baron. I want to talk to him.
Alright.
And I want this to be like a personal and private talk between he and I.
Oh shit. Alright. I dropped something.
Alright.
Do you really want this just between me and you, or do you mind if Vex overhears?
I don't mind if Vex overhears. I just want to have a talk between the Baron and I. So I'm going to walk to the gates and ask that the guard let me through so that I may see the Baron in regards to the recent attack.
Okay, well, as I see him going that way, because I was going to head back to the inn, I ask him if he wants me to accompany him.
I'll tell Vex that he may accompany me if he wishes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and follow. I'll just let you do the talking. I'm going to sit back and listen on this.
That's what I was going to say, that I would prefer that if you do so, you let me take the lead for this one. Alright. I'm going to ask that the guard let me enter, so that I may talk to the Baron about the recent events that have happened to this town.
Now, word of who you guys are has spread, so they let you through with very little issues.
Alright.
And you guys find the Baron in the courtyard. A few, peasants are still wandering about.
Alright, I'm going to approach the Baron and ask him if there's an office or somewhere private that I may talk to him.
Of course, we can speak at my home office.
Alright, I would like to say at this point also, I've actually taken my armor off, and I'm just in regular wear for me. I have my armor in the ring.
So you've gone to like a regal,
Yeah. I don't want to be an overly intimidating sight for this.
You're getting diplomatic. I got you.
It's still a talk of importance, however.
Alright. Shit. So he leads you guys back to the manor. Give me 1 second here.
Alright.
Down a long hall. And into this room here. Which looks like a personal study.
Alright.
There's a desk, there's several plush couches. It almost looks like a room where he talks to like dictators and stuff when he invites them to his kingdom, to his baronship.
Alright. I'm going to look the Baron directly in the eyes and tell him that now that Morgan is taken care of, he needs to take a very long and very careful look at what he's going to do next with this town. Because he almost caused its downfall. And that is an act that only he can be held responsible for at this point.
Mistakes were definitely made.
Indeed. And I would like to question further why you decided to make that pact with a deity that I would assume you know is evil.
The line rock in a hard place comes up. Do you save the kingdom and let the evil live? Do you possibly kill her and then deal with the repercussions of mortally injuring yourself in the process?
I would like to explain to you that as what is essentially the ruler of this town, you hold a duty to these people to place them and this town's well-being over your own. They
were fine until recent events.
Indeed, but it was only a matter of time until someone stumbled upon that cave, or until she decided to attack simply because she needed the resources.
She would not have attacked. The contract was wrote in magic runes. To break the contract would have killed her.
Alright. Fair enough. But nonetheless, that is the past, and for now, I hope it is handled. But you will need to address to these people, and at least tell them what has happened and the parts that both you and we have played in it.
Are you sure that is wide? It may have caused hysteria.
It doesn't need to be done yet.
What's up?
When I said move the chair, why do you continuously push it to right in the way? Put it in front of you and stand behind it.
Okay. Sorry.
It shouldn't.
Nobody else wants to walk around your chair because you can't do something with it.
Alright. Sorry, Cameron. I missed the second part of that.
I'm not saying it should be done yet. These people are still panicked. That is why I think my party and I might stay for a little while longer, at least as a bit of reassurance for these people.
And after he says that, I kind of interject and say, Baron, honestly, transparency in this matter may be the harder road, but overall, it would be more likely to bring future events like this to light if more people are aware of the events that took place here. You can't just ignore the fact that this town was just attacked by all manner of evil and shrug it off and expect your people to believe whatever story you tell them. At this point, you have no choice but to tell them the truth.
They are simple-minded people.
Not as simple-minded as you may expect. And even as simple-minded people, it only takes one to cause a revolt.
We will take our time in this matter.
I would expect you to. I would simply like you to think on the matter.
Once the general populace has calmed down, we will release an official statement.
Thank you, Baron.
It wouldn't hurt to gather the elders of the town first and explain to them the situation before you make it widespread. That way they can talk to the commoners, because the commoners will look up to the elders.
Indeed.
That is a good idea. I'll hold a council meeting.
Baron, I would like you to know I don't mean to be disrespectful in this matter, but as a man with both experience under dictatorship in my own country and experience with life in general, this is something that needs to be handled. And I fear that you're still young, you'll learn, but ruling these people will be a difficult task, especially now. And I fear that there may be many, many more hardships in the future that may be worse.
Well, I'm always good to accept some advice from some adventurers.
Thank you, Baron.
These coming weeks will be difficult, though.
Indeed.
I pulled out the note that I found inside of Morgan's room, and when we were in the cave, I actually did let everybody know that I had found the note, so even though it was written in Draconic, we do have somebody in the party that was able to read Draconic, so I'm guessing we know what the note says. Is that correct?
Yeah, when he sees it, his eye kind of raises.
Okay,
Yeah,
so...
because I speak Draconic.
Yeah, so I'm going to show him the note and explain to him that this is the proof that these lines were drawn by his father, and that this was set and that he's not implicated in it, in any way. He is the son of the Baron. He was only upholding,
Mhm.
the contract that his father made, and that we could use this to show the people that the Baron is not was not trying to set up anything shady, wasn't trying to work with Morrigan. They were simply trying to keep the town safe, but not the best method. I tell him I do not think that was the best method. They should have sought her out when she was at her weakest form and eradicated her then, instead of leaving it to out of strangers that come into town to have to deal with this.
Luckily, my father has not been seen in years.
Do you know the last time your father was seen and what he was doing?
It would have been shortly after the contract. He was a practitioner of magic.
So this could actually be, this rabbit hole could go deeper, and we could end up finding out about your father and what became of him.
I feel like there's more reasons why he wrote this contract.
Well, I roll it back up and tuck it, and I tell him I'm going to be holding on to this for now.
Could be leverage later on.
Hopefully not leverage against the Baron, but we'll see.
Alright.
Yeah, 'cause isn't the Baron only like 30-ish years old right now?
Yes.
He's a young man. He has time to learn.
I don't know how old Vex is, though.
None of us do. There's a good chance he's older than I am.
Well, we won't get into any of those details.
Yeah, Vex is like, no, we're getting too close to my character here.
Yeah, that's a big mystery.
So I informed the Baron of everything that we did encounter in there, about the Lich.
Lich.
Ask him if he knows anything about this Lich or the rituals that were holding him there, and I pull out the 2 candles and just show them to him, telling him that these candles were binding him inside of a stone form, which when they were extinguished made him shatter and unleashed him.
Oh, no.
I would like to point out that was not my fault, because I was just going to leave the rock alone.
You're gonna leave the rock alone?
Yes. Well, no, I'm lying. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If it was emanating pure evil, I'd kill it.
I also tell the Baron that what he says to us in this room stays between us, and that I want him to trust us so that we can trust him. If he knows any information about these things, it would help.
I do have some information. He actually pulls back on the corner of the desk, and the top board of the desk slides over. You guys can kind of picture this in your head. And there is a book with a lot of dust on it. He pulls the book out and he hands it to you, Vex.
Okay. I take the book from him, and I'm looking at it. I don't open it, I'm just looking at it.
It's a dark ritual book.
Okay. I look up at him and ask him what I should do with this.
There's a bookmark in the book as well. She kind of motions towards you.
I ask him if it's safe to open it.
Yeah, it's safe to open.
Okay, I crack it open at the bookmark.
You see that there is a guide to wisdom literally written in this book.
A guide to what?
Lichdom?
Lichdom.
Alright.
In the book, that was my father's book.
So your father may have been the Lich that we've just released.
It's possible. He disappeared many years ago. I found the book by accident.
Now,
I'm going to look at the Baron and ask him if
he would be particularly offended if I decided to try and do a divine sense right now.
No, of course not. I have nothing to hide.
Actually, it's not about you. It's about your father. After we destroyed him, his soul came to a new place. His original place. Do you know anywhere that might be here? Anywhere better that I might try to locate?
Any hidden crypts?
There might be evidence in the... Hold on one second here, let me double check. There may be some information in the library, but I'm not familiar with any place.
Now, I'm going to tell you now, Baron. I assure you that if your father was this Lich, and if he was involved with Morrigan, that does not mean that you are involved, and it does not mean that we need to release this information to everybody. This information could destroy your family, and I'm not trying to destroy your family if your family was not involved. If only your father was involved, then the son should not be penalized for that.
I agree. I will not penalize you for your father's deeds. And from this moment forward, I
That's a
believe
relief.
that your reign will be improving. Now, what I may do to your father if he is the Lich may be a little offensive to you, but I'm afraid it must be done.
Well, of course.
If there's any way that we are able to save him, of course, we will try to do that first. We don't want to just destroy.
I understand that.
All of my knowledge on this is in that book.
Thank you, Baron.
And as for hiding places or family relics, the library may be your best bet. But other than that, I'm not sure.
Right. Thank you, Baron.
I also want to inform you of the werewolf and the barbarian who had the spirit of a werewolf about her that were in cages in this cave. And if you need an escort to take you there, we could show you.
I will have my men on it immediately.
Now make sure you triple your guards, because this barbarian was no simple person. You need to take care with removing her from this cage. I can tell you that I felt a very strong presence within her.
Are there any non-werewolves in the cages?
They were all werewolves, except for some orc that were released. Did you happen to hear any reports from your guards of orcs causing problems?
No, I wonder if they headed back out to the swamps.
As long as they didn't head this way, then they did as they were told. We did leave mercy on them.
Well, there were many orcs in the attack on the town. But they died down probably over a couple hours ago.
Well, if they did attack, I'm sure your guards dispensed of them.
I'm sure they did.
Okay, well, I tell him that that is all the information that we have on this. And if he is willing to help us with anything further, if he thinks of anything that could help us to finalize, bring everything to a close, because we don't know. We did have a vision from the cultist that there is a temple that he originated from that brought him to Morrigan. Do you know of any temples within the radius of your city that you get word from that has the markings of the raven?
Not in this region. But I do remember one of my early travels. When traveling to the kingdom to the west. There are a few temples that match that description.
A few temples. Okay, well that is a place to start if there's a few temples.
We might.
Temples to the Raven Queen are not unheard of. But they are rare.
We might be able to ask him where he came from before here.
Who's the Baron?
No, the cultist.
Well, from what the memories showed, I guess it was too far back for us to make out where he came from.
I say you guys can't from the memories you guys can't identify which temple, but the town was definitely not this one. Like
Alright.
when you saw the flashbacks of like him growing up and shit, it was a different town.
Now, when we
Large
found
coastal
Varric,
city.
wasn't he heading to the west as well?
He was heading east.
Was it east?
Was he not?
Okay.
Yeah, he was heading east.
Okay. Alright, well, I thank the Baron for his cooperation, and I let him know again that we are going to do our best to make sure his family is not thrown under the bus, so to speak.
Hopefully the next time we meet, it's on better terms. Every time I see you, something bad seems to happen.
That's usually because we're rooting out all of the evil in this area, trying to cleanse this plane, make this town safe for all to live.
Be careful, the harder you look, the more evil you may find.
And then I look over at Adric and say, that's why I got this good man here.
I'm just gonna laugh at that. It's not like I can deny it. I mean, if it's evil, I smash it.
Alright. If you guys do choose to research in the library, it's probably going to take some time.
I would like to.
That's not going to be like a session. It's just going to be, it's a time thing.
Yeah. I would like to at least cast my last Detect Evil in there.
Alright, the book that Vex is currently carrying, by the way,
Massively evil?
definitely has an evil aura. It's not, like, insanely evil.
Alright. I'm not gonna smash the book with the hammer. It's not necessary right now.
I asked Adric if he has any sort of a holy cloth that I could wrap this in that would mask its evil so that nothing comes seeking it out right now. Not until we're ready for that kind of thing to happen.
Could I simply combine maybe one of the blankets from my bedroll with some of the holy water to do it for now?
I don't know. Can you?
Now, if the holy water touches the book, though, what would happen? I'm a little...
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Because I don't have anything else that's holy on me right now. I could put a holy symbol on it, but I don't think that would go over well.
Well, if there's no way that we can really mask it, then I'll just keep it on my person for right now. That way it's, you know, if something happens, I can deal with the threat. I'm not going to leave this thing unattended. It's been sitting in the Baron's desk for a long time, I'm guessing, so with all the dust on it, and if nobody's come looking for it this far, maybe it'll be okay.
Fair enough. It's not a strong presence either. It's...
Yeah, it seems to be very minor.
Yeah, so it's just localized to its short area. It's not like emanating evil from a distance, otherwise he would have noticed it.
Honestly, it feels almost
Awesome.
like a second-hand thing, too. Like... It's not so much it's radiating it, it's like it's saturated in it.
Okay. Well, then I won't worry about all that then.
Like, it's definitely evil, but it's evil because it was around a lot of people. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I guess when you focus evil magic into it, like when people who are trying to become a lich are focusing intently on these words, they're kind of saturating it with their own evil essence.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it's a book of dark... There's a lot of dark rituals in this book, but the bookmark itself was at Lichdom.
Alright, so we're going to have to take very good care with this thing. Not to
It's
let...
definitely not something to fall in the wrong hands.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be letting Jakarta finger flip through all these pages.
Yeah.
As much as he loves books.
Jakarta, Varric... Probably shouldn't even let Grotog read it.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think Grotog might be borderline ready to turn evil anyways.
I find it ironic though, because you're one of the few people that can read it, but not use it,
Yeah.
because it requires
a wizard's type of.
Yeah, it would have to be more of a wizard where you're a
Yeah,
sorcerer.
what is that actually written in?
The language, it's mostly arcane runes or runes, arcane runes.
So I can't read that then.
It's a language of magic, basically.
Yeah, I don't speak that.
Not an official magic. It's just something when I've used spell books, it's always viewed that they're written this way.
All right. Well, I guess we're done with or I'm done with the Baron. If you have anything else.
Yeah. I have nothing else to add. I'm going to run to the library real quick and investigate.
All right. Then roll an investigation
I'll
check here.
accompany you to this task.
Alright, I would definitely like you to run an investigation check, 'cause that's probably not going to do too great.
I can actually move you guys to the
That's
library.
wrong. Check. Hold on. Well, I rolled a crit on one of them. Too bad it didn't help.
You guys go. There's even a library.
Hey.
15 and a 22.
Alright, is there anything that we could find in here?
All right. Adric. Let's see. What do you find here? You find a book on family trees and stuff.
Alright.
Like the official family tree. Vex, you find a book called Holdings and Land Trade. These both look like they were handwritten and documented by the family.
Alright. I think that would definitely be useful then.
So
we got one book that shows the actual lineages, correct?
Yeah, it's an official lineage.
And then the other one shows how these properties and deeds have been transferred from.
Yes.
Okay.
It's got maps in it that are kind of, well, they look like they're maps of the time. They're not the greatest maps, I'm going to give you that. But they show different lands and properties owned by the Black Iron family.
Alright. Well,
This could prove to be very helpful. Because
I'm actually going to take that book back to the Baron now. Because I would like to ask him if maybe he knows if his father was particularly interested in one of these pieces of land.
So you show him the list, and
Yeah.
a couple of these we don't even own anymore. Let's see here. That one's a lake house.
Oh, let's be a little more specific. I ask him if he knows which of these lands were sold to who about 40 years ago when this contract was made.
Not sure about that, but I don't recognize this one here. This isn't even in our kingdom.
Alright, so I'm going to kind of focus in on what he's looking at here.
It's a land deed for, sorry, give me 1 second. It's a land deed for, Atrix.
For what?
It's looks like it's a warehouse that's located in Atrix.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to make a mark on my own map of this area and ask him if anything else he knows about this or if any other ones stand out to him.
Here.
Or if he knows of anybody that would know information about this that we could talk to.
A couple of the elders might know more than me.
Alright.
But a lot of these contracts are over 100 years old.
Hmm.
Do you happen to have any dwarves or elves or any ones who lived back then that still are employed here?
Sadly, a lot of the council members, since they remain human. Not that we have an issue with dwarves or anything.
I understand there aren't many dwarves in this area, it would seem.
Don't see many of your kind this far north.
Aye.
Let's see. Going over the notes, though, there's a couple more spots he points out to you guys. I'm going to mark them all on the map.
Alright.
That are just land areas that he doesn't know what could be there.
Now, when we look at the lineage, does anything, because I mean, I'm not sure what it's going to be showing, but is there anything in there that seems odd as we're looking through these names and the ages?
The name of the Baron's name literally goes back about 12 times. Although it looks like 2 generations back there was a slight variation on it.
Are there any portraits that are older than of the previous
There's no
barons?
portraits in the book. It's just...
I mean, I asked the
Oh.
Baron if he has any portraits of his previous ancestors beyond his father.
Yeah. He actually leads you back down to one of the main halls, and it's literally a wall of paintings. I don't know. Like, you guys kind of see in the movies once in a while where they have, like, the father,
Yeah.
the grandfather. Yep.
Now, I'm looking at these
whole line of
paintings, and I want to see if they look like they're kind of the same person.
They all look very similar. But there are some features that look slightly different. So it's not like the same person.
Okay.
But they all look very, very similar.
Hmm. Alright, well, I'm not sure what to do with that, because if they're not exactly the same, it could just be that they have strong genes.
No, they're not identical. They do seem to have, like, similar facial features, though. Like,
Yeah, like father, like son.
yeah,
So
it's
on.
definitely pretty solid lineage.
Hmm. I wonder
Possibly
if
a
this
little
is,
interbreeding going on here as well.
I'm wondering now if there's some sort of power in their blood that we don't know about. And we got
Because they look similar?
because we got the, you know, because if he's keeping such strong traits through 12 generations, I'm wondering if it's kind of a magical thing. Because usually, like, if, let's say they had a wife of a different hair color, there's a good chance that, you know, a hair color or something would have changed along the way.
That's true. A lot of them, they have the same dark hair color,
Same eye color.
similar eye color. The eye color changes a lot more than the hair color.
Okay, okay, so we are looking at some variations here.
Yeah, there's definite variations, but you can easily tell that, like, honestly, if you saw the great yada 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 grandfather next to
Definitely
the
looks
Baron,
different.
you could still probably draw some facial features and lines.
Okay. Hmm. I'm just trying to piece together why we're surrounded by werewolves and now I can understand Morrigan and her undead being something separate, and also his father seeking out to be a lich being something separate. But if there was actually some sort of blood tie between this family and the werewolf you know, something like that.
How much does Vex know about werewolves?
I don't know. I guess I'd have to do a, what would that be, for a werewolf investigation, or how much I know about them.
Possibly an Arcana roll
'Cause
would
I'm
give you some
assuming
information.
I'm assuming that my order has taught me quite a bit about the dangers of this world as I was...
Yeah, I'd take an
Anyways.
Arcana roll or a History roll.
Okay.
11.
So not very much.
Not very much. You know werewolves aren't immortal though. They just have extended lifespans. What else would you know? You don't want to get bit by one.
Yeah.
You'd know how you get infected, I would assume.
The only
You
thing
haven't felt that. You also know kind of what the presence of a werewolf feels like now, and you didn't really feel that when you were near the Baron.
Okay. Okay. Well, that should rule that out, hopefully, unless there's something else going on here, but...
No, you're pretty sure he's not a werewolf, or not right in their family. But the werewolves were you guys definitely found a bunch of them.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess after seeing the pictures and everything, and the lineage goes back 12 generations, so I don't know what we can really do with that.
No, it's just information you guys have found.
Yeah.
I think for now we should just go back to the end for a little bit and wait to be able to tell the others what we've discovered.
Alright, I'm thinking... Unless there's anything personal you guys' characters want to do.
Well, I achieved what I wanted to do here. I wanted to talk to the Baron and establish that things need to change here.
Yeah, I think I got that from what you were saying. But the question is... How... It's going to take time.
Yeah, I know.
And the question is, what is going to change, and...
He needs to be more forward with his people, and he needs to realize kind of that his job is to protect these people. And I think that he'll do a much better job of that, because he wasn't in a position where he didn't have a real influence on the decision to help Morrigan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, things will definitely be interesting, and you guys probably be here to see it.
Yeah. I
I'm
want to
gonna
ask the
tell
Baron
you-
if...
What was that?
I want to ask the Baron, before we leave, I want to ask him if he'd be willing to cooperate with us in trying to find where his father's remains would be, and that they could possibly be hidden in some chamber that even the Baron doesn't know about. Maybe there's some secret chambers the Baron doesn't know about. If he'd be willing to escort us around as we search for secret chambers at one point. Maybe not right now.
I would be
but...
willing to lead you to the family crypt, but his body was not put to rest there because he disappeared.
Yeah.
But I would definitely be willing to take you there.
I would like to recommend that we do that a later day, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to be present for that, because I'm a dwarf. I know stonework.
So,
You'll be able to examine the crypt.
because we have a couple of places that we could check around in the immediate area. We got those two paths that we haven't gone down in the cave. We have the Baron's Keep, and then we have these visions of the temples to the west.
Yeah.
So,
And we have that property.
and the property, the warehouse.
Yep, they're all good leads. Some of them are a lot further than others, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that the warehouse and the temple will probably come last in that.
Well, let me see how far away the warehouse is, because it's pretty far.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys were to go in a straight line, okay, from Atrum to Atrix, it's about 400 miles.
And we have horses we have to take care of, because I'm assuming we'll be taking the carriage for that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
probably.
That's all
Now, if you
minor
guys go
expenses,
by
though.
road, we're talking 100, 200, probably about 600 miles.
Yeah, and we're probably going to have to go by road if we're going to be able to feed the horses.
Yep. What's the most a horse and carriage can travel? In a
Let's
day.
see here.
Just to get an estimate of how long this trip would take.
Oh, let me see here. I said what, about 600 miles
Yep.
on road?
That's assuming we don't run into any snags.
Let's be real here. We will.
Yeah.
Like, no, I think we've definitely made some good progress this game, though.
Alright, so if you guys choose a normal traveling pace, you guys will travel at 24 miles a day.
Ouch. Yeah, that's quite an adventure. That would have to be a full
25
party.
days.
If you guys travel at a fast pace, it's 30 miles a day, but you get a -5 penalty to passive wisdom scores. If you guys travel slow, it's 18 miles a day, but you're able to move stealthily.
I don't think stealth would be a big issue, though.
I'm not really worried about running into encounters, but
Well, if you guys travel fast, you guys travel at an average speed of 4 miles per hour.
yeah.
That's the average, like the bulk average. Like you guys are encouraged.
Well, traveling there at a fast pace would take us only 20 days. Traveling there at a normal pace would take us 25.
Yeah.
So I think I'd rather just take the 25 personally. Well,
Yeah, we'll have to see, though, about what we're going to do around here before we make this journey. Because if we make this
Yeah.
journey, it's kind of like changes things for the next couple of sessions.
oh yeah.
Boy, travel is slow.
Yeah. All right.
Especially distances like that.
I think however, for now on, I'm going. I need to sleep and heal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. You guys are all fucked up. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to tell everybody that there's probably going to be a small passage of time. If everyone can agree to that. I don't know what you guys think.
What's a small passage?
Yeah.
Probably like a month after the events.
All right.
So,
Wait, everyone is going to have to tell me what they do for that month.
so I'm guessing that in this month that we're doing these things, nothing eventful happens other than whatever we get ourselves into individually.
Yep, pretty much. It's just a small passage of time. It's downtime. It's the rest you guys have earned from,
Clearing
saving
up
the
this
country.
town. Yeah.
On that note, for mine, I might have to have a private message with you, Dennis.
Well, that's
I have an idea of what I want to do, but it's
that's fine.
It probably involves investigating me.
no, actually, much. I'm definitely going to investigate you a little bit because
I'm not a trusting guy to begin with, and I know literally nothing about you. So
Yeah, well, join the club.
Well, if you guys choose to work together, you guys choose to work together. If you guys don't choose to work together, you don't. Just basically what you guys do for the month.
yeah,
And then when you guys reconvene, it'll be once you guys have figured out what everyone's ready to do with the information you guys have. Like, some people might just, end up staying at the inn and getting into bar fights and shit like that.
I feel like I was just targeted a little bit on that one.
There's charts you can roll on as well if you'd like to.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm already apparently a very strange dwarf because I didn't just order alcohol at the inn.
Nah.
I've been developing a story behind that, though.
You guys can choose some basic stuff, like maybe you guys are going to work on crafting something, practicing a profession, recuperating. That was targeted. Research, training.
I might start working with the blacksmith a little bit.